Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Disturbing news from the White House, or should I say, more disturbing news from the White House. Donald Trump, your president, now wants to know all of your personal doctor's information. He wants your medical records. He needs to know what you've been saying and doing in regards to your health care. Yeah, fam, I want you to check out this article in CNN. Trump's personnel agency is asking for federal workers' medical records. The Trump administration is quietly seeking unprecedented access to medical records for millions of federal workers and retirees and their families. A brief notice from the Office of Personnel Management could dramatically change which personally identifiable medical information the agency obtains, giving it the power to see prescriptions employees had filled or what treatment they sought from doctors. The regulation would require 65 insurance companies that cover more than 8 million Americans, including federal workers, retired members of Congress, mail carriers, and their immediate family members, to provide monthly reports to OPM with identifiable health data on their members. The proposal is prompting unease from insurers as well as health policy and legal experts who are concerned about the legality of OPM acquiring such a sweeping database of sensitive healthcare information and the agency's ability to safeguard it. OPM could use the data to analyze cost and improve the system, said Sharon Hoffman, a health law ethicist at Case Western Reserve University in Ohio. But, she said, they are going to get very, very detailed and granular data about everything that happens. The concern here is the more information they have, they could use it to discipline or target people who are not cooperating politically. And there you have it, fam. See, there's always an ulterior motive. There is never a time that they do something to actually help the people. If it appears that they're doing something to improve the quality of life for people, the devil is always in the details. For example, every single time it appears that they may be doing something to help Black people, there's always a booby trap. There's always some type of ulterior motive. If it's about getting some type of government assistance, it's always something that you have to do to compromise yourself to whereas you can't really grow. If you look at the welfare system, right, they fool you into thinking that they're helping you and look, we're going to give you some housing, we're going to give you X amount of dollars a month, depending on how many children you have. And you can't have a job, you can't have a man. So therefore, we can help you raise children who have a problem with their identity and who are likely going to run afoul of the law. Not necessarily it's going to happen, but the statistics show that these type of things happen oftentimes, right? These type of things happen. And you have a ceiling on how far you can go in life. Because remember, you can't be having no businesses, can't have no work, can't have other streams of employment, right? Of income, you can't have that. So this is how they keep you on a short leash. You thinking somehow you're getting over, but you got a ceiling and you can only go that far every single month. If you try something slick, they could get you for welfare fraud. Then you end up in the penitentiary and your kids end up in the system. It's never really to help the people. When I look back at everything they've ever done and it was supposed to help, it always did more harm. Everything I look at, I bet you can't name one thing You can't name one law, one piece of legislation that was passed that actually helps the people more than it helps the government or law enforcement. I'll wait. Trump wants to see our medical records. I say, you first, homeboy. You first. Let's see. And here's the thing. He wants to see everybody else's records, but he won't show his records. He wants to see everybody else's records while he hides his strokes, cognitive heart failure, and dementia. But he wants to see everybody else's information. Do you see the hypocrisy, man? It's thee, not me. It's thee, not we. That's the mentality. I'd like to read his MRI report. I bet you that thing be jumping all over the place. And this is absolutely a violation of HIPAA. But here's the thing. Trump knows he breaks the law over. Man, the dude started a damn war illegally. He illegally started a war. This is small potatoes in the grand scheme of things. He started a war. He illegally started a war. He illegally invaded a country. Invaded a country, sold his oil, and put the money from the sale of the oil in an offshore bank account in Qatar that he is the director of. He is the account holder. And nobody's saying anything. Congress ain't saying nothing. They stopped talking about it. They don't even talk about it. Law enforcement ain't saying nothing. We on to the next. The dude is in the Epstein files thousands of times. And the DOJ just recently announced that they are not going to do anything about it. No justice for the victims. Ah, man. I may have to switch gears, fam, like as far as what I'm reporting on, because nothing has stressed me out like covering these politics, especially Donald Trump and the stuff that they do, his administration is involved in, man. And I would have, they say ignorance is bliss. So, if I was ignorant of this stuff like some people, it wouldn't bother me at all. But I'm directly connected to everything that he does. And you are too, whether you think you are or not, whether you vote or not. His decisions impact you. You can't name one thing that he does that don't impact you. It impacts you in some way, somehow it impacts you, whether directly or indirectly. It's going to impact you. It impacts your children, your grandchildren. This is bad, fam. This is bad. And all the while, he's over there enriching himself, padding his pockets, making sure his kids getting money. His son-in-laws get money. And I ain't talking about little money, fam. They're over there getting hundreds of millions, not a couple of million, not a few 100,000. Politicians used to get that brown paper bag money, be a few thousand here, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000. A million used to be like, oh, your ass going to prison for 20 years. They're over there getting hundreds of millions. In his case, he's getting billions. Billions. He's made more money in the past year. He's made more money in the past 12 months than all presidents combined in the history of America has. In America's entire history, he's made more money in 12 months than all of the presidents combined. He's made more in 12 months than all the other presidents have made in over 250 years. And he's still getting money, and he's still free, and he's still making decisions, and he's still breaking the law. His attitude is, what do you call it? Ask for forgiveness rather than permission. That's the mantra he lives by. Ask for forgiveness rather than permission. But he don't even ask for forgiveness. He does it. Most of the time it works out and he keeps on going. When it doesn't work out, he pivots and says, well, we're going to something else and we got better plans, or he blames it on somebody else. This is the most non-accountability president in the history of all presidents, in the history of all civilization. This dude accepts zero accountability for anything he's ever involved in. If it works out, he takes the credit. If it doesn't work out, he pivots and shifts the blame. Let us pray. No more talk.